When the next election comes, whenever that may be, Canadians will hold Mark Carney responsible and to account for his record and for the choices that he made in this budget. But today, New Democrats are choosing stability over political games.
But it's not just partisan interest, though. I mean, your party's abstentions just allowed for the government to cut thousands of public worker jobs. How do you square that being the party of workers?
Well, this is a Liberal budget, and this is what happens when you vote for Liberals, is these are the kind of neoliberal, neoconservative policies that you get. And we've opposed this budget. That's why we stood up and we're voting against the budget. We can't support it. They did not earn our support. And we tried to make changes to this budget. But at the same time, again, Canadians clearly don't want an election right now. And given the serious economic challenges facing our country right now, we don't think that it would be good for our country. So New Democrats have expressed our opposition to this budget, and we have said that we are not going to force an election right now that clearly Canadians don't want, and our country doesn't need.
Was this about your electoral prospects?
Go ahead.
Was this about your electoral prospects, the fact that the NDP can't afford an election right now?
Not at all. No, I mean, this is not about us. This is about Canadians, and that's why the NDP, we took our time last week to go across the country to talk to Canadians, our constituents, and find out what they said and what they wanted. And it is very clear. There is a strong consensus in this country that Canadians do not want an election basically 6 months after the last one. They also are feeling the precarity and the instability of the moment. We have Donald Trump still menacing our country and serious economic issues. Canadians want us to be in Parliament addressing those serious issues, and so that's why we're taking the position that we're doing.
Why isn't your caucus united? Why isn't your caucus united? Why aren't you showing a united front?
Well, look behind me. Our caucus is entirely united.
You voted differently.
No, we didn't vote differently. We voted no against this budget, and we had a couple of abstentions, which is, of course, that happens in many cases, but nobody voted at cross purposes.
Did you get it from the government?
Prop up the government. The abstentions prop up the government.
I think there were abstentions on the Conservative side too. Are they propping up the government? Why don't you go ask Pierre Poilievre?
Why is it your responsibility to avoid an election? Why is it the NDP's responsibility to avoid an election? Isn't that the Liberals' responsibility?
Yes, it is. In fact, it's all parliamentarians' job.
Why abstain? Why allow them the chance to not go to an election by abstent? Why make that choice?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding your question.
You're saying it's the Liberals' job, but yet you're helping the Liberals avoid an election by abstaining. Why?
Look, there's 343 people in the House of Commons. I've said from the beginning that it's Mark Carney's responsibility as the Prime Minister of a minority government to craft a budget that can earn majority support. But at the same time, we're in a unique situation right now, 6 months after the last